Hey, what's up, guys? This is John,
And Brian.
and we are here with ArgonMatrix, who many of you will know as a Let's Player on YouTube. But what you may not know is that he also writes My Little Pony related fan fiction.
Gasp!
How are you today, good sir?
I'm doing not too bad, thanks.
Awesome.
Got a bit of a... I twisted my knee at work, so that's
Ooh.
not the greatest thing, but I'm doing all right. Otherwise,
Awesome.
how are you guys?
We're doing good.
We're not too bad.
Yeah. We're actually probably going to do a couple recordings after this.
Oh man,
So-
you guys got a busy night ahead of you.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So, first question we have for you is, what is your brony story? How did you get into the fandom?
Oh, let me think. This goes back to probably early 2011, I want to say,
Mm-hmm.
is when I first heard about the whole thing. It was on Twitter. I think I was just some random tweet. It might have been actually, now that I think about it, it might have been like a trending thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like My Little Pony was trending, because that was like right at the point it was starting to get popular, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I just sort of looked at it, and I saw like people saying, "Oh, it's apparently a really good show, and it's so good that even like guys are into it." And I'm like, "Okay, that's a bit weird. I'm just gonna like look away, like turn the other way." But
Yeah.
it's fine by me. And then so about a year passes, a little more than a year, and for whatever reason, I see in my recommended videos on YouTube, I see what was it? It was the Ticketmaster, I think, episode 3 of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, I just sort of clicked on it thinking, "Oh, this will be good for a laugh or two maybe." But then like as anyone else says, like 22 minutes later, I was just like sort of just sitting there, I'm like that was good. That was really pretty good.
Yeah.
And then so I'm like, okay, well maybe this is just a fluke. I'll just give another one a shot. So I click the first one I see in the recommended videos, which was, I think it was Hearthswarming Eve, I want to say. And that one was a really good one too. And then so I started watching it right then and there. Basically just like, okay, I'll just go find the first episode. And then it sort of just like three nights or 4 nights later, I had pretty much caught up with everything, because right when I had started watching, I think I had gotten into it before the season 2 finale, but the season 2 finale aired before I got to the end of what had already aired, so I wasn't actually part of like the whole season 2 was over by the time I got to the end of it. So I basically got to experience the whole first 2 seasons without any like impact from the fandom or anything. Like it, like all the perceptions there didn't impact me at all.
Yeah.
And
It's not that bad.
yeah, and then it just sort of escalated from there, basically.
Nice. Okay, so because you have written fan fiction on FimFiction, what has been your favorite fan fiction that you've written?
My favorite fan fiction that's kind of, I have 2 different answers I want to give you, and it's because one of them is complete and the other one isn't complete. But I think the one that isn't complete might be my favorite when it is complete.
Well, you can give us both if you like.
Yeah, I'll give you both. The first one that is complete is the Firework Lotus, which is just, I don't know how that one really came to be. It was just sort of one of those like epiphanic things where I just sort of had the idea, and I just sat down and literally in a single night, like in just a few hours, I just sort of wrote it. I just let it flow, and it just sort of came out the way it was, and I was just like, wow, that's really good. I like that. I like this story. And it was the first time, it was honestly the first time I'd ever looked back at one of my own stories and not been like cringing at what I had written, because like you're always your own worst critic, obviously. But that one I was just like, this is actually pretty good. I like this, and apparently most people agree with me, because that's gotten a lot of attention as of late. The other one that's sort of tied for my personal favorite that I've written is To Weep for Family, which is probably it's probably going to end up being one of the sadder and heavier stories that I've ever written. And that's saying a lot, because that's like all I write pretty much, apparently.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't want to give too much away on that one, but I think I do need to rework the first 2 chapters that are already out a bit. But the story that as it's going is shaping up to be one of my favorites, I think.
Nice. Yeah, I think the one that I most recently read was They Call Me Flightless Fury. That was
Oh,
really interesting one.
yeah, that one was sort of just spur of the moment. I'm just like, okay, I saw the thing on Equestria Daily, like the prompt for whatever it was. What is it like to fly? And I'm like, what is no one else gonna do? And I'm thinking, well, it says like take a perspective of a Pegasus, but I don't want to do that. Let's go for a fucking dragon, man. And then that's just sort
Go
of
for the blood beating into his wings and stuff.
Exactly, and that one, again, that's just sort of flowed. I'm not sure how much I like that one, but it's definitely an interesting one.
Nice. So, what has been the favorite fan fiction that you've read?
Favorite fan fiction that I've read? That's actually a really, really tough question. I want to say Zenith by The Descendant. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that one.
I don't believe I have.
It is really good. It's not nearly done yet, I don't think. I'm actually working. I might be partially biased because I'm working as an editor on that one too. But the story is just so good. It's basically, if you want the gist of it, is that Twilight is put into a coma.
Man!
By like some like ancient weapon. Some caliber, and like Spike has to go. He's like trying to. He's basically just like totally doesn't know what to do because like Twilight's his whole world. So he's just like spending all his time by her hospital bed, slowly just deteriorating mentally and physically and everything. Trying to figure out what he can do to help her because obviously he's just a kid, he can't do that much. And it's sort of according to the description, it promises to be like his journey to be the hero for once in his life and like figure out how he can help Twilight, and it's a really interesting one.
You're definitely,
but
that sounds like it.
You're definitely gonna have to link me to that because that sounds amazing.
Sure thing. Yeah, it's a really good one. I promise.
So, you want to ask the next question, Brian?
Sure. Next few questions are basically like the ones that we ask everybody.
Okay.
Best pony.
Twilight.
Okay.
I kind of saw that when I was looking at some of your fanfics. I'm like, wait, this sounds like almost every one of them was about Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. What about favorite CMC?
Gotta go Sweetie Belle. I know it's like the
gotta go with the unicorn.
Cliched answer, but there you go.
And best background pony.
Best background pony. I don't know if I have a favorite one. I've always been kind of fond of Lyra.
Bingo! Okay. Bingo! There you go.
Yeah, all the other ones I don't know. Even Lyra I haven't like looked too much into. But.
Which, by the way, Pony Psychology Episode 3, that's going to have a little headcanon about Lyra.
Oh, God.
So, that's going to be pretty cool.
Alright. Your favorite musician?
I'm going to go with The Aviators.
Okay.
There you go.
Yes. Aviators is awesome.
Oh, we're gonna get along real well then.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Because just everything they put out is just so good and like so relatable, and it's just oh my god, I love it. And it's like you don't even have to be a brony to like that music. It's so good.
Right.
Yeah. Honestly, Aviators is so good just because he like incorporates a lot of orchestral stuff into electronic and it meshes together beautifully.
Right.
It really does.
So
blows me away, man.
So you want to ask the next question, which is a little strange.
Yeah,
so
it's something we don't usually ask about.
John, raising my eyebrow right now.
Oh, gasp. But
they gasp.
I watched some of John's LPs for a little while now, and he told me that you were his favorite LPer, and he told me that you guys are actually collaborating on Legend of Zelda, and what was it? Which one is it?
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. That's what I thought. Mm-hmm. How did you and John first start talking?
To be honest, I do not remember. It's just it feels like it happened a long time ago, and it's just sort of blurred into my memory. Maybe you have a better idea of it, John?
I actually kind of do. It's it's kind of like, because you're my favorite Let's Player, I'm kind of like, I have this stuff like stored in my memory.
Yeah.
Is he your favorite
Don't
LP
get me
because
wrong.
he's a brony?
No,
Okay.
actually not.
Well, that doesn't hurt, does it?
No, but
It's a bonus.
but it's always fun that whenever I watch one of your videos, I'm like, is he gonna make a pony reference in this one? Is he? Is he?
Oh gosh.
But I think the first time that I added you on Skype was during one of your streams. I think it was during your either Christmas or New Year's streams.
Oh, I
The
love
24
those.
hours of Mario or whatever.
Yeah,
the
I gotta
3
do one
days of
those
Mario.
sometime again.
So people were asking about your Skype, and then you were like, just add me, and so I added you on Skype.
Mhm.
And then I think, do you happen to know General Wodai?
I do, yeah.
Okay,
Definitely.
yeah. He actually got me in a conversation with you for a little bit. And that was kind of fun. It was like a 4 or 5 way conversation that you just joined in on, and that was fun. And then I asked you about Portal 2, and then for Wind Waker.
And that's just sort of went from there. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, easy enough.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hey, I just met, but will you do an LP with me?
Oh well, nothing's impossible.
Well, hey, you're a very approachable guy, so I'm like, hey, why not?
I try to be. I have a tough time saying no to people. So.
Yeah.
Now, John, when you found out that he was a brony, what did you post on Facebook?
Okay.
This made me laugh.
You actually are part of my brony story, believe it or not. So,
Interesting.
I guess I could kind of do a short and quick version of my brony story. I first saw it when another YouTube user called Playing with Maui ponified his YouTube channel, made it everything Pinkie Pie. And it was a little strange, and then I found out my friends are bronies. Brian had posted a picture of Rainbow Dash Selenium in front of an American flag. In front of American flag, and he's like, I'm sorry, but I think this pic is hilarious. And then my other friend Seth had pictures of all the doctors as OCs.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, dear God, please tell me you're not a brony. And he said he was. And then the turning point for me was when you posted on Facebook and Twitter that you watched the show and it made you happy. And so I go onto Facebook and I put a status up that says, why is it that whenever I turn my back, another guy I respect turns into a brony?
Oh my god. Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
Yeah. And then I
Wow.
babysat some little girls from my church, and we watched Sweet and Elite, and it, like, snowballed from there.
Yeah, that's a really good episode.
Yeah, then he called. I think I don't remember if he messaged me or then he
No,
called. me.
I called you on my way to work that night,
and he
because I
goes-
watched, like, 10 episodes. We're talking, I'm just like, okay,
I'm
I have
scared.
something to admit to you. I'm really scared right now.
And I go, why?
And I'm like, I think I'm turning into a brony.
And then I said, they snatched another one.
Yep. Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust. Beep, beep.
So,
oh, man.
we're kind of going to divulge a little bit out of ponies for right now. So, you do Let's Plays on YouTube.
As we figure this out right here.
Yeah. What has been your favorite LP to do?
My favorite LP to do? I kind of honestly want to say Super Mario RPG, even though that's not one of my more popular ones. It's not one like a lot of people watch, but I just had so much fun with that game. I have so many good memories with that from like my childhood, and it just sort of, it was just sort of like fun, and I had to do like a bunch of research on it, and I learned some new things that I hadn't known about the game, and it made me just love it more, and it was just great.
I've heard very little of that game, actually.
I highly recommend it.
I will have to watch your LP then, because that interests me. I was big on Mario with John back when I was younger.
Yeah, we were big on Mario 64. In fact, we're
doing an LP of it right now.
We're slowly doing an LP of it.
Oh, sweet.
And that was, I mean, that game's our freaking childhood. I mean,
that's what it is.
We had a combined 120 star file when we were kids.
And then when we got the DS version, we actually had a 150 star file.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And then we unfortunately weren't able to finish Mario Sunshine. We got
Yeah.
really far into it though.
Yeah,
we
did.
we almost beat the game. But we gotta go. We're gonna go back and do LP of that. That's later on in the future. But we're gonna redo. We're doing almost everything Mario related.
Yeah.
I feel you there. Yep.
Last question we have for you for this interview is, do you have any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Shoutouts. Do you mean like in the LP community or
Everything.
Just
Everything in
anything.
general.
Anyone you want.
anyone I want? Let me think. Definitely my main man, KA6 Scope. He's one of my best friends on YouTube.
Mhm.
He does LPs and stuff, and he's pretty awesome. Anyone else I could probably recommend on YouTube is already has enough popularity to go around, like Nintendo Capri Sun, Chugga Conroy,
Mhm.
Luca Jin, Donna Bells, all them. On Fimfic, I'd like to recommend The Descendant. He's a really, really awesome guy. He's the author of Zenith that I was talking about earlier.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely check him out. He's already pretty popular, so he probably doesn't need my recommendation. And yeah, that'll be it, I think.
All right, cool.
All right, cool.
Well, thank you for coming on and joining us on this interview. It was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Oh, also, you're from Canada, correct?
Yep.
Well then, our second international interview.
Ooh.
Woo!
Yes,
Yay!
we interviewed Tux, who is from Austria, which was kind of cool.
Nice.
So, that's it from me, John,
Me, Brian.
And me, Argon.
and we will talk to you guys
Canada,
later.
Oh, Canada, wherefore art thou?
Oh, Canada.
That's not quite right, but A for effort.
So yeah, thank you so much for coming on again. It was a pleasure chatting with you.
Yeah, it's been nice talking to you guys, too.
All right.
All right.
We will talk to you guys later. Peace
Peace
out,
out,
Dragon.
Dragon.
See ya.